Hello there, this is Sang. Today I will be sharing the horrific details of what happened during the Sagamihara Stabbings. Sukoi Lily Garden is a residential care center run by the social welfare organization Kanagawa Kyodokai. It is located in a 7.63-acre area of woodland on the bank of the Sagami River in Midori Ward, Sagamihara, Kanagawa, Japan. A peaceful place where its residents, all of whom had an intellectual disability and some also with physical disabilities, were cared for by the staff. No one could have imagined the horrific incident that was to unfold. Satoshi Umatsu was a former employee at the Sukoi Lily Garden Center, where he worked for over 3 years. Neighbors described him as a friendly, outgoing, and good man. However, some reported that they noticed a personality change at some point during his employment at the facility. In February 2016, Umatsu attempted to hand-deliver a letter to Tadamori Oshima, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of Japan at Oshima's home in Tokyo, but was stopped by security. Umatsu came back the next day and left the letter with the security guards instead. In the letter, Umatsu appealed for the legalization of ending the lives of those with multiple disabilities in cases where it was requested by their guardians. He writes, I envision a world where a person with multiple disabilities can be euthanized, with an agreement from the guardian, when it is difficult for the person to carry out household and social activities. He also wrote that the killings of the disabled would be for the sake of Japan and world peace, as well as to benefit the global economy and prevent World War III. He wanted Oshima's help in getting this message to Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. His letter also describes how he was willing to target 2 facilities housing the disabled and appealed for certain conditions in exchange for committing the act. He mentions that the staff won't be targeted, indicating that his target was strictly the disabled. The letter was turned over to the police. Umatsu was arrested and questioned. He was then committed to a psychiatric hospital for 2 weeks. He was released March 2nd after doctors deemed him as not a threat. At 2:10 a.m., 26-year-old Satoshi Umatsu used a hammer to break a glass window on the first floor. He tied up a staff member and took their keys. He then went room to room, attacking patients, attempting to slit their throats as they slept. At 2:30 a.m., care center staff members alerted the police that a man with a knife had broken into the building. Umatsu was spotted by security cameras leaving the facility at 2:50 a.m. Armed police entered the building at 3 a.m., where they discovered the bloody crime scene. 29 ambulances were sent to the facility. 2 hours after the incident, Umatsu turned himself in at the Tsukoi police station. On him was a bag containing kitchen knives and other blood-stained sharp tools. A knife was also found inside his car parked outside the police station. Umatsu's hate-driven attack killed a total of 10 women and 9 men aged between 18 and 70, injuring 26 more, 13 of those severely. Once deemed mentally competent to stand trial, Umatsu was charged with 19 counts of murder, 24 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of illegal confinement causing injury, 3 counts of illegal confinement, 1 count of unlawful entry, and 1 count of violating the Swords and Firearms Control Law. His defense team prepared to argue that he was mentally incompetent during the attacks because he was under the influence of marijuana. On December 23, 2019, Umatsu stated he would admit to the crime at the trial, saying that denying the charges against him would be quibbling and make the trial too complex. Nevertheless, he pleaded not guilty to the stabbings on January 16, 2020. On March 16, Umatsu was sentenced to death by the Yokohama District Court. He is still awaiting for his death sentence to be carried out. A website called 19 Life has been dedicated to remembering the victims of the Sagamihara stabbings. It contains full details of the trial, as well as information of the 19 lives lost. Each victim profile contains comments submitted by the victims' loved ones. It serves to express the thoughts and efforts of those hoping to move on from the incident without forgetting what happened. Thanks for watching this video. The Sagamihara attacks opened up a new dialogue into the mistreatment and ostracization of the disabled in Japan. Please share your thoughts below in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.